As I hide behind the blind as the sun comes up, you'll be able to see it over there. I wanted to tell you some of the things that are going on with me continually. Even though it's been 18 months, I'm mentally healed. My therapist said that I'm doing fantastic healing mental wise. It's my physical symptoms that are leading me to have some residual effects. Um, Before I started the counseling journey, I went for about a year, a little over a year and 3 months, 2 months maybe, before I started counseling because I had to clear my head. I had to figure out if I needed a counselor or if I had done enough work on my own. But unfortunately, I needed to go into a therapist. I originally contacted a psychiatrist, and literally within 5 minutes of speaking with her, a psychiatrist, she told me I needed a therapist. So I said, okay. So I got my therapist, whom I love very much, and she's fantastic. A couple weeks later, I get a bill for $184 from the psychiatrist who saw me for 5 minutes and told me to see a therapist, that she couldn't help me. I told my therapist this. I didn't give up. I have a mother wound. I'm not going to lie. My mother, when she passed away when I was 5 and a half, she was my last safe person. So, did I feel that was safe for me? I go to her and talk about how healing is within, healing is in our mind. You know, we get lost in ourselves because we are stuck in a pattern. We don't know, we don't understand. We don't understand what's happening to us because we were never raised differently than the way we were raised, whether that be with religion, belief system, family dynamics, whatever that may be. Um, we're raised a certain way, and so we don't know any other way. And that's what I was. And when I was at my therapist, she told me to try for a psychiatrist because she couldn't fill out the FMLA paperwork, the Family Leave Medical Act paperwork, because she's not trained on it and her insurance doesn't cover it. So I got a hold of another psychiatrist, set up an appointment, and it was online. He said he was available. So I booked the appointment and I went, and he was never there. He never showed up. He never went or anything. Never even contacted me, never even checked on me or anything like that to see if I was going to reschedule or anything. But he did make sure to send a survey about how his visit was with him, my visit was with him. Yeah, no, I don't think so. I got frustrated. I went home. A couple days later, I made another appointment online with a psychiatrist. And before that, I went in to see a primary care physician. My original primary care physician couldn't see me till March, but I was able to get in at another location through Carondelet, and I have United Healthcare. Um, I went in to see her. She spent about 40 minutes with me, gave me all the referrals for my yearly checkups, breast exam, colonoscopy, yada yada. And only to tell me that she couldn't help me, that I needed a psychiatrist. I'm like, okay. So there was another copay I had to pay. Plus, I got a bill for $33, I think, 32 something for that after I paid the copay. So I don't know what that's about. And then I had a psychiatrist online again, another one, and she spoke with me a couple days later online. It was a Monday night. I talked to her about what was going on, and she told me directly that my insurance company is not going to keep covering me, which is United Healthcare, is not going to keep covering me unless I take medication. I told her I'm already almost 18 months into my healing journey. I don't need medication. I'm having physical side effects from narcissistic abuse. I have the shakes every once in a while. I get a functional freeze off and on. It's hard for me sometimes to, I'll make a decision and then I second guess myself, which it's only because I've been beaten down so bad and isolated so bad to not speak up. So it's hard for me to know that the decision I'm making is correct. Even though I know it is, I still get anxious over it. She told me that unless I take medication, United Healthcare won't let me, won't continue with a psychiatrist as for my therapy, and she would not sign the FMLA paperwork because I have not established with her for a long period of time. I don't know. So I made an appointment with my original primary care physician. I went into the office a few days later, and because I hadn't seen him in such a long period of time, that I would have been a new patient, but they didn't tell me that online. I went in, my appointment was scheduled for 8:30, and they told me that no, it had been pushed back till the end of January. I demanded to speak with a supervisor because I just don't understand that I pay all my fees for years for United Healthcare. I never used them or abused my insurance, never, ever. And I've always paid out of pocket and always paid my copay, always paid on time. And you know what? I don't know. I don't understand why I have to keep paying and I'm asking for help and no one's helping. I don't get it. I need some time off. I have so many hours at work that I could take off that is paid time off for sick leave. I can take it. I have, oh my gosh, I think right now I have 748 hours of sick leave I can take, and I don't understand why I can't take it to kind of help regulate my nervous system. And I don't understand what the holdup is. I don't get it. My therapist has diagnosed me with CPTSD, complex post-traumatic stress disorder, which with a lifetime of narcissistic abuse, I'm grateful that's all I walked out of. I'm not a drug addict. I'm not an alcoholic. I don't do anything like that. Unfortunately, I do have the occasional cigarette. It brings me down. I hate that I smoke, but it does calm my nerves. At work, I'm not allowed to smoke cigarettes, so I use a vape. I'm trying to stop these things. I'm doing the best I can. I really am doing the best I can. I don't know what's going to happen at my appointment. I don't know. I just think that I qualify under the American Disabilities Act to have some help. I believe that Social Security should help me. It's not my fault what happened to me. I'm not responsible for what happened to me. I am responsible to heal myself. I understand that, and I'm trying to. But how can I heal myself when no one's helping? I don't know. All I could do, I guess, is just push forward. But, the sunrise is beautiful this morning. I'm not paying attention to the ducks. I'm talking to you. It's okay. It's part of the journey. When I started coming out in nature, I was just so grateful to see all of it and to feel all of it. It just is very calming. I feel safe out here. Even though I know there's wild animals and things could happen, I feel safe. I don't have to be in the chaos of life. I could step away from it and come out here and clear my head and be grounded, ground myself. We hear all of the healing doctors and the holistic doctors say, get outside, hug a tree, get outside, put your feet in the dirt, get out in nature. It's true. It is so true. I don't have any degrees or anything like that in that, but it feels right. It's right. And the beauty of it is amazing. And I don't know. I'm just trying to live day by day. I get anxious some days, and other days I have good days. but hopefully I can get in and see my doctor and get put on FMLA and try to make it work so I can have some time off. I never took any time off through all of it. When I broke the trauma bond, I never took time off work. I only did it, traveled on my weekends and posted on OST. So please definitely take a look at that and you'll get caught up on where I'm at. I'm not religious at all. I don't believe in religion. God is not a religion. Whether you believe in God, divine universe, it's up to you. I don't know. I went through a spell with it. There's a lot of people have been helped by faith. A lot of people have. I got turned off on religion when I was young. When I was forced to go to the Mormon church, the LDS church. And one night after being severely abused, I took my sister's hand and ran to a dairy farm. And I saw the church, the Mormon church, lights on, and I ran to the church and tried to get help. The bishop of that church turned around and gave me back to my abuser. No questions asked. Needless to say, I had to stay up all night and cut a cord of wood in the cold, in the dark, cutting firewood. I don't know. The abuse was pretty bad, and the manipulation and emotional abuse. I had a shotgun put to my face. I slept in the garage. I couldn't be near the family at all, very seldom. And whenever we'd go to church, we had to act like it was one big happy family. Narcissists hide behind religion. They believe, oh, I'm such a good person. I'm such a good person. And they're not. They're not. It turned me off religion. I don't believe in any organized religion at all. You believe what you want to believe. I believe everybody has different beliefs, different cultures, and believe what you want. I mean, if you're a good person and you don't cause any problems and you help people and you try to do the right thing every day, how can that be wrong? How can that be wrong? I don't understand it. But nevertheless, I'm going to try to walk around and see if I can find some ducks. But hopefully I'll talk to you guys soon.